Okay, just testing the mic there. Hello everybody, Virtual Farm here, and I knew it, I wouldn't change the name. But, yeah, I wouldn't be streaming today had I not been sick. I had walked out, and I was... Because it's cold in the morning, so my mom was like, okay, you know what, I'll drive you out to the bus stop. And that's kind of like it every morning. And she started the car, you know, she's getting some stuff, and I walk outside, and I just have this rush of, like, I feel sick. Like, I'm gonna throw up. And okay, well, that's why everything wasn't working out right. Okay. I was wondering why I could mess with those settings. It just didn't seem right. Alright, the reason it says 1 is because I have chosen to do the West Coast as the series. Anyway, on from that. And I just get this head rush of, I'm gonna throw up. And it all just comes out. And it was like, I had egg earlier that morning. It was disgusting. And I don't know if every school is like this, but mine specifically, you're not allowed to come back to school until 24 hours after you, like, throw up or something like that. You get sick with something. Mainly in case, like, the reason you got sick was, like, something awful, or you are gonna you could possibly throw up more. So, that's the reason they don't want you to come back until, like, 24 hours after it happens. When I finally get my... I figured I'm not getting a PC, I'm getting a laptop, so I'll have to go with, like, digital games, on, like, Steam and stuff. And there's one game I wanted to play. Hopefully the PC can run it. It's called Jalopy, and I haven't played it in a while, but the last I played it, you have a car. You have to build it up a bit, almost like that game My Summer Car, where you have to completely build the car, but you don't have to. You just put the wheels in this car, I think, and then you take extra parts. So, it's a fun game. I mean, the last time I played it wasn't finished. They had one border left to put in, and then you were, like, free or something like that. What is up with that? It's like now it's on 3 times. Man, this is so annoying. Oh my god, it's 1:11 right now where I am. When you text and you, like, put something down and you understand the way you text it, you hope the person understands it. That's how I feel every time I text someone. Like, because my grandma had sent me some texts, oh my god, when, like, 8:40 something, and I didn't see it, so I said, just saw this, I'm doing fine, just feeling it a little, I'm feeling sick a little. Oops. frickin' cold. Oops. Okay, so most powerful tractor, go. 280, not bad. Okay, okay. I used a smaller tractor before. Alright, that wasn't live streaming. Oh, oops, back there a bit. There it is. This one's cool, because remember we used that one, but... Oh, right. Boop, 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 boop. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and then open this gate, because that's the field we're gonna do when we get back. Yeah, so anyway, continuing along. This morning, woke up, and then got ready for school, threw up, didn't go to school, and I'm kinda, like, I laid down, and I fell asleep. And anyway, oh god, right side of the road. And I've kinda just been here, like, laying in my room watching YouTube. I watched YouTube for a bit, and then I was like, okay, fell asleep, woke up, fell asleep, woke up again. And around like 10:30 something, I finally pushed myself and said, okay, you know what, you slept in like 4 hours longer than you normally do. 4.5 hours longer than you normally do, because I wake up at 6 in the morning. I haven't played on this map in a while, but I still remember where everything is. Okay. There. Oh, you know what mod I'd love to have in FS19? Manual attach. Oh, and by the way, they're doing crossplay for multiplayer in FS19. Didn't know if you knew that. Oh god. Okay. There's no need for all of these lights here, so we're just gonna go along here. And I had this set up for something a long time ago, with the vehicle camera reset. So I think you guys remember that game I played here on the channel a long time ago, Stardew Valley. Well, the game publisher Chucklefish decided, you know what? We're gonna put this on mobile. So, Chucklefish Unlimited have ported the game to mobile. It's coming out later this month. I was thinking about getting it and playing it on the phone, because then I can be out on the beach and playing. Actually, there's another way I could do that too. PS Vita. All I need is a stable internet connection, and then a stable internet connection where I'm at, and I can play video games anywhere. Which, it isn't hard to get a stable internet connection, just using my phone and the PS Vita, and I have a little hotspot box that we use here at the house that I could hook into the PlayStation and then play and then play any game I wanted and record. But I heard it's really hard to play because of the way the Vita is set up. Like on the back are your little like the little paddle ones, not the bumpers like on the top, but the second set of ones. Oh dear God. Okay. Now is an appropriate time to put unfold lower. Okay. I feel like if Gordon Ramsay took over for Dr. Phil, it'd be quite an interesting episode. Whoops. But, let's just say I would watch it, because, love to see what Gordon Ramsay has to say. Midfields, I don't remember that on... Because I used this thing on Terra Italica, and I didn't remember the ability to create fields. Is that... I just must have been on the cultivator or something. I don't know. But, can't wait for FS19 and the ability to buy chickens once again, and feed them corn, I think, or something, probably along that line. Yeah, cutting this field in the beginning of the game is a pain, because you can't actually, just go across, because the field isn't even, like, it doesn't keep going that way. So, we'll just keep going the way we're going here. And we'll join the fields up later when we go down there and finish. But, yeah, I definitely can't wait to, possibly play, I don't know if I'm gonna get it, Stardew Valley on the phone. Because I heard it's a lot of tapping. I mean, I haven't looked it up yet. I just saw somewhere that it was coming out on the phone, and that there would be a lot of tapping involved, which I knew would probably happen. You know, a lot of tapping, 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 because it's a mobile game. Mobile games always have tapping unless there's a joystick, which 90% of games don't have. Oh, thank God that field across there isn't ours. Here the field lines up really well. What the? Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so down, and the way it's set up right when it unfolds itself is it follows the wheel here, which should be really easy now. Yeah. Oh, that's nice, and we can even see it in the steering wheel, or in the mirror. Yeah, but definitely the one thing I'm most excited about is possibly joining multiplayer servers, which, like I said, they're cross-play compatible, which means Xbox can play with PC, PC can play with PlayStation and Xbox, and then PlayStation can play with Xbox, PC, you know, they can all play together. I don't know if the Nintendo Switch is getting FS19, so, if they're not, whatever. I mean, they're still stuck. I kind of wanted to get a Switch just to play Farming Simulator, but like I said in the stream yesterday, it's just the two base maps, so I don't know how much I'd really like that. I mean, I'm not saying the base maps are bad or anything, it's just, you know, I feel like on every save I'd do one save on Sosnovka, another save on Goldcrest Valley, and I'd be able to buy up all the fields in a month because I wouldn't have played any other maps, which is what happened with this game. I kept playing, and after a month, I think I owned just about all the fields on Goldcrest, all except for Field 5. But hopefully they have other maps coming out for on launch day. Oh crap, stop. I'm a complete moron. 6 days, snow, tire tracks, yep, crop moisture, Fahrenheit, there we go. It said 36 days until maintenance. I was like, 36? It's like, that's 9 times 4. That'd be 9 times 4, that's too much. But, yeah, I definitely think Giants solved the problem of owning too many chickens, because, and owning too many animals, because I remember in FS13, yeah, I think I owned over 500 cows on, Westbridge Hills, but I had a stable source of income. I divided the number of fields by 3, and then I put more into straw than I would into grass and silage. But I definitely won't do that anymore, because owning that many cows and being like, okay, do this needs that and that, it was too much for me to handle. Yeah, you're not supposed to do this in real life, but I've I would have just broken this thing. Okay, well. And, again with the chickens, the eggs now come in cartons, hopefully of like 12 or 24. Which definitely will be easier to pick up. Throw them in the back of the pickup truck. Or, if you get a lot of them, throw them in the back of a trailer or something. But, I think I'll probably do a challenge like that, where we do stupid stuff on a different map. Be like, okay, week 1, you know, or like, challenge, part 1. Sustain 1,000 chickens. Part 2, we've sustained 1,000 chickens, they're now producing blah 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 amount of eggs per day, look how many we have to transport out of here. It'll probably get to the point where we're just taking them and shoving them off. And then when we shove them off, there's eggs right back out there again. That's probably gonna be what it's like. That'll probably be what it's like. There we go, English. If we miss anything, it's whatever. I mean, you know, I know we're supposed to plow it. But a real farmer can't plow everything on this field. But, we have what? That's a grass field. 1, 2, only 2 more fields up here to plow? That doesn't seem right. I mean, we can plow the grass fields, but we'll have to replant them, which I don't want to do. We can just fertilize those with manure. Yeah, there's only 3 of them here, unless we want to do the, parking space just below the, farm there. Yeah, I'll try to get this spot because, I mean, that's a bit big to leave just out in the open there. I feel like if I wanted to, I could do like an 1.5-hour stream. Which I might do just for this, because we're gonna have to seed this. Later on today. Well, not later on today. It's have to be tomorrow. In game. Not like tomorrow, because tomorrow is Skyrim. So okay, take this wide and turn. Not really much to do here. It's not like I can really do anything else. I mean, like, I wasn't in school today, so. Ask her it. Well, I think from now on we'll just start going like up and down this side of the field, because this is the longest side of the field. And I think we've had enough headlands done where we can just sit here and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin like on a long figure eight. though. It's getting to be that time of the year where, like, your finger, like, where the skin on the tips of your fingers really starts dying. And then you, like, peel a bit of it off, and it starts, and it spreads, and it goes everywhere. I usually have that happen during the summer. For some reason, it wants to happen now. Okay, do like a 180 spin to just hit back on this. Wow. Alright, we'll do a bit of add a cab here, because we can go over a lot more. Can I see that in the right rear? No, I cannot. Okay, now it's out like an even amount on each side. We'll do some out of cab here. Yeah, but I definitely think Jalopy would be a game to play on this channel. Because it's kind of set like back during the USSR. It's like United Russian USS. Hey Siri, what does USSR stand for?
This is a historical term.
Oh, God.
As an abbreviation, it means Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Okay, that's not bad. What? Siri, shut up. God, that was loud. I didn't think Siri could go that high. And I think it's like male Australian or something. I had it on like female Irish the one time, and it was so hard to hear what she was saying. She was like, she had like a thick accent. I can't even pronounce it. Half the roads she said were wrong. I was like, oh my God. See, this is something where courseplay would come in well, so I could take this and get it working, and then start. Oh God, it's gonna rain later on today. Oh, that sucks. Oh, there's this hilarious thing, and it was like a merge between Infinity Wars and the Christopher Robin trailer, and they were talking about how there was one man that could snap his fingers and just like take out the universe, and Tony Stark or Iron Man said, remind me who this is again? And then it switches to Winnie the Pooh, and he's like, Christopher Robin. And then that's where the trailer ends, and it just goes to the Christopher Robin trailer. I thought it was hilarious. I don't know who else would find it hilarious. And wow, we're like halfway done with this field already. But it doesn't look like that because the map is not to scale. Like, seriously, look at that. We're like almost half done, and it shows that we're not even a quarter done. So clearly this map isn't to scale at all. And I kind of want to take a bit off the top because we're getting to a point where it's getting a bit tight on the top. Then I realized I'm gonna have to like wash all of this out. Yeah. And we're actually gonna replace the combine with one that's a bit smaller and more traditional to this area. And what I mean by traditional is smaller, because they wouldn't use large combine harvesters in this area, like on the west coast of England, mainly because they're worried not about getting the crop off in time, because they know they have a lot of time to get the crop off, but they're more worried about getting the seed in at the right time, so they have bigger machines, mainly for like plowing and cultivating and seeding. But, you know, you don't really need a big combine for this area. You know, the case combine would work well for this. Because, the harvesting season, what the heck, for wheat is the same as, of course, barley and canola. There we go. And it's the same as potatoes. So you have from the 5th and 6th of the end of summer there, to the 5th and 6th of fall. Now, even though it says the temperature isn't right, you can still plant it in those greens. So I want to get them in the ground today, and then I can harvest hopefully on the 5th or the 6th, and then cultivate, and then replant, and then in the beginning of spring, I should be able to harvest. Sounds really confusing, and it actually is. Oh, wait, let me look. I think that's how it works. If it's not how it works, I don't want to do that. Oops. Okay. Winter crops are also ready only in autumn. However, they have a higher guarantee of them germinating, and it also gives you time in spring to work for other crops / work. So if you plant in autumn, you know pretty much for sure they are ready in next autumn. The earliest part of the harvest season could be late summer. And that's a great point. Thanks for your teamwork. Okay. Now there is one seasons mod where there's 2 harvesting seasons, and that would be in Japan. And the way that works is you plant, harvest in the same year. So you get 2 harvests in. It'd be cool to do that geo, but it's also not cool because then you've got twice the amount of work that needs to be done. And I haven't actually played with it yet to know if that's actually how it works. But all the other seasons geos that I have, I've actually played with. And by the way, I'm thinking about going back to Stardew Valley, so hopefully we can figure out something to do with that, because I'm actually supposed to skip winter. I do remember that. That's the one thing I do remember. But during winter, I won't do much, and then in spring, again, I'll live stream. So, whatever. Problem is on this side it clips that and then grabs it, but on the other side it doesn't because it's tilted inwards. I don't really like that. But anyway, this is probably the biggest combo that we're gonna get for cultivating and plowing at the same time. Other things just don't work. Wait, this can't be right. I remember there being more fields. Like, I remember there was one map I had to drive down a road. Oh, that might have been another Bullet Bill or Oxygen David map. I can't remember. But because they work on the same team, it's like really hard for me to remember which one does which map. So I'm just like, yeah, that map by Mapper's Paradise, it simplifies it. That way I don't have to go into great depth. It's like, oh yeah, well, I know some of them, like this is... Oh god, no, I want to say something about it. I can't think of who made this. Bullet Bill, there we go. Because Oxygen David did Lone Oak, and Bullet Bill did the West Coast, and Cobra Park Farm, which is like 2015, 2017, and that's where it's ending. He said he's not making it again for 19, because he'd have to build it from the ground up again, so he doesn't exactly know when he'd get done. So you know what? He's gonna port some of his newer ones over, like West Coast probably. And we'll have to figure out where we want to put like cows and different things for these new upcoming maps. And I'm really confused on where we'd put animal sheds and stuff too, because technically you'd have to buy a parcel and then use one of those fields to for your animals, which is probably what I'll do. I'll probably just take like the largest field in the game now. I'll probably take the smallest one and then put smaller ones on, and then get a medium one and probably put like large animal sheds on it. And we'll probably do the most of like chickens, keep it medium on the sheep, and then for cows and stuff, probably like 50, probably like 100 sheep, which won't be that hard to maintain, and then probably like, I don't know, 1,500 chickens, which that's like average for like a factory, where they like properly take care of chickens. But the biggest thing is knowing how many chicken coops make up 1,500 chickens is going to be the problem. How many sheep pens make up 500 sheep? How many cow pens make up 100 cows? Probably a large one, if I had to guess. So which means I'd need 15 large chicken coops, or large chicken areas, fences. Although you can probably only buy chicken coops and spaces for like 10 chickens at a time, which means I need... God, this is where I struggle when it gets down to like numbers below like hundreds. Ugh. Oops, that's 15,000. We could do 15,000 chickens. yeah, we need 150 chicken coops, and I'm not placing 150 chicken coops, nor am I going to have the ability to take care of 150 chicken coops. That was pretty simple math. Don't know why I couldn't do that in my head. There's one less zero, so take that zero, add it on the top of the... or add it on the other one, and bang, you got your answer. By the way, you can't do that with everything. It's just for tens digits. Because tens digits are amazing. And I'm really interested in how the weeds and stuff work, like if some crops are more resistant to weeds, so there's not going to be a lot of weeds in certain crops, like cotton, because cotton almost looks like a weed. So, you know, cotton's one of those things I want to do like right off the bat, so maybe when we get, maybe if we have the ability to have like a money cheating thing for that first week where we're just on Fellsborough, we might use it to get like cotton equipment and some of the bigger fields and plant all the fields with cotton and then harvest all the fields with the new AI and hopefully horseplay if we get it. Because I'm really set on this whole cotton and the oats. We're gonna have to do a lot of oats because I definitely want to own like 10 horses and get them all up to like 5 stars and then only sell 9 of them. Because the one I like the most is the one we're probably gonna keep. So, we'll have to like name all the ones we want to get rid of. If we can rename them, I don't know. And then of course we're gonna have a dog and a gator or Mahindra thing. And then the New Holland T6 Blue Power or something, or Blue. Because that's what PlayStation gets as their extra thing. PC gets whatever's in their bundle. A lot of crap, I know that. And then I don't know what Xbox gets, so. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward, if you couldn't tell, to getting FS19. And if it's not on the Play Store, the PlayStation Store, by either the 1st of November or the 31st of October, I'm gonna buy it on Amazon. I hate to buy it on Amazon because then I can't get it and download it on the 19th. So, you know, whatever. But the best thing is it'll set up for auto download if I get it on PlayStation, which I want. And what auto download does is right when the game comes out, which should be about 11 o'clock US Eastern Time on the 19th of November. And the reason I get it on the 19th is because of the time zones and stuff. So, by the way, I don't want to pick up those gold nuggets because, you know, I might pick up ones that are in the way of a field or something, but if I don't have to touch them, I don't want to touch them. Not until the end of the series, which it'll be so easy to pick up all of them. But since the people that made Courseplay partnered with Giants, I have a high hope that they're gonna bring it to console, because usually when Giants joins a team with them, that means it's gonna be brought to console. The same with Seasons Mod when they brought that to console, and then they haven't really gone into much detail about it, but in the beginning of development there was a talk of Gearbox, like the Gearbox mod, but like becoming part of the game. I'm not quite sure they've put that in, or if they're actually going to go through with it. So, hopefully they don't go through with it. Well, I do hope they go through with it, but I might not use it because it'll be a pain to use on console probably. Knowing how that stuff works. My guess is it will be, you want to shift up, left bumper on PlayStation, left bumper up on the left joystick. My guess, so that's be it. That'll be how you go up. You just click it once and it goes up. And then you've probably got something like... Ooh, that wouldn't work at all. I don't know what they're gonna do. So, if I had a choice between automatic, semi-automatic, and fully auto, or manual, I said automatic, semi-automatic, and automatic, I go probably semi-auto. That way I don't have to worry about the gears the whole time, but if I need the gears, then they're there. And you know what? I'm not gonna do that bottom section, because we are on 46 minutes already, and we've got 2 other fields to cultivate. English. There's a subreddit. Ooh, subreddit. Yeah, there's a subreddit I want to check out and do a video on. It's called English, and I'm pretty sure it's like funny translations or words that aren't even like English. So, I mean, it looks and sounds pretty funny. I saw someone on it once, and that was it. Okay, so pop that. Okay, we're probably gonna do field 15 next. And you know what? That thing really doesn't help me at this point. I don't even have to use the right trigger there. That's what they are, triggers. I can just use the foot pedal, which is also the accelerator, on the steering wheel. But yeah, I'm kind of sick of using the cultivator. It's a bit hard when you're trailing, or when it's trailing behind you, to keep track of. So we're just gonna... Oh dear God, wrong pedal. Oh my God. And the fact that Farming Simulator comes out on a Tuesday. Right, Tuesday, not Wednesday. Correct. I'm gonna look this up. Right, it's a Monday, so it'll be Tuesday. That's what I hate, is that, like, it's always the most, like, inconvenient time for places in other time zones. Wow, the store is really not that far away. Because I can see it right in the bottom of my, oh my God, my little thingy there. Yeah. we're gonna buy a fertilizer spreader and spread all of those fields, and then we're gonna plant it, and then we're gonna, that'd be fertilizer 2? I think it'll be. So, oh crap, you're supposed to spray fertilizer on, then plow, then seed, then stuff, so, whatever. It's not gonna kill me. Might kill my crop value, but it won't kill me. It probably will kill me. Eventually bite me in the butt. That I didn't get that thing. Okay, so we're gonna just... Honestly, I think this field alone will take me into the hour and a half. Let's see, take 10 minutes off, make that 50, take another 10 minutes off. No, that'd only take me to like 110. 120. Okay, I forgot to factor in the fact that, hang on, my pedals. If I don't, the way the pedals are set up, there's a giant, well, not sure, giant, but it's a big desk, and it's got my TV and different stuff that I have on it, and I have the wheel attached, and then the pedals are underneath, and the only other thing it would hit is a baseboard heater, so I have a weight in front of it, a 10-pound weight, which was the only thing that actually would stop it from hitting the baseboard heater. So, yep, I used that. It was a Christmas present to, for something. Oh god, it's raining. Oh god. I saw that thing come up and I was like, it hasn't rained yet. Then I just see it start and I'm like, oh, don't want it to rain. I don't even know, like, what would be considered the long way of this field, because it's so messed up. Here, let me do something quick. So, we're getting rid of the combine. Where the heck is this combine? Actually, we'll have to... My different tipper... Harvesters, there we go. Maybe there's a mod harvester. See, that one only holds 6340. I know there's a mod harvester that holds more. So they just halved it from what the case was. That's terrible. Okay, I think we'll go for this one because it's cheaper and it holds like twice the amount this thing does. Warring Trent, that's like $100. It's not gonna kill us. Oof. So I'll probably do, like, beans, if it ever gets warm enough. Which each year the temperatures change, which is nice. Okay, we need to find a trailer. Oops, which would be under tippers, and we're actually, oh wait, we can't do sugar cane. Oh. Oh, dang it. We should have kept that. You know why? You know what? We'll do it. Mod tires. Color. Oh, I don't have the mod anymore. Whoops. Well, that could be a problem, wouldn't it be? Oh, come on. I thought I had it. No, I don't have it. Well, I'm only losing money, aren't I? Ooh, that's right. I get 100% discount. Or 100% rebate on it. No, not rebate. Get 100% of my cash back. There we go. Wide? Yeah, whatever. We'll lease different, like when we have to go sell this, all this crap, we'll probably lease, where are they? These, we'll probably lease, like, 2 of these, which is 80,000 liters, and then put them onto, let me, under trucks back here. Probably we'll need one of these, yeah, one of these, we'll lease one of these, 13, whoosh, and, lease one of these. Whew. 4,000. That's not bad. Okay, manure. We have to keep it reasonable, but also, yeah. Yeah, so I used this one here, and I think I had to refill, or this one, I think, and I think I had to refill it, like, 5 or 6 times to do this field here, like field 15, which is not good, because it'll take forever, but, you know, whatever. I think after, I'll just, like, pick this up. Okay. And you'll see most of these fields here are, like, docile, and that's because they weren't implemented with helpers. Like, they don't, nothing works the fields, quote. So, well, there's those audio glitches that I was talking about yesterday. Huh. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to buy this manure sprayer. 87,000 bucks. Okay, not bad. I really would have liked that, but, got some money I would like to keep. Okay, yes. I know what else I need now. Yes, no, it's placeables. Oh, there it is. I need to have it somewhere, like, open, and that farm definitely isn't the place to put it. I kind of wanted to put it here. Can't be placed. Oh, there's a gate there. Huh. Because I wanted to, like, transfer, like, the manure from there to there, and hoped that it would, like, that transfer would make it... I don't know how to explain this. Let me... Okay. I'm just gonna use my controller here because it's a lot faster to like maneuver around these tight yards with controller. And right as I say that, ooh, they got a blue cap, which means they gotta take blue diesel exhaust fluid. And Blue is one of the only companies that I know of that makes diesel exhaust fluid, which is crazy considering it's a very popular thing. But I guess if you get into the market first and nobody else does, everybody's gonna buy Blue and not your brand. Oh my god, I need special tools for this. This is moronic. $1,800. This is sad that the thing that's not even meant to carry manure holds more than anything else. Oh, oops. Freaking raining. Well, that means I guess we gotta go in cab here. That's all-wheel steering. Bump that back to front. Grab right. Front. Okay, well, let's go. That's rear, isn't it? No, that is front. Okay. Oops, took out that sign. Hope the city council doesn't take my money. They do already. Am I even going the right direction to this thing? No. We need to, like, whip this puppy around. Oh, that's train line. Okay, Go, 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 go. These freaking mirrors suck. I know this thing's, like, meant to be in a yard, so the mirrors are meant for that, but, like, seriously, what if you gotta take this thing, like, somewhere else? Okay, 24 days till mate. Jeez. What the heck? I really need a freaking, like, joystick here, because it's getting really hard to, like, keep messing about with this thing, like, every time it needs to go up. Just a simple little joystick would work. Something to, oh my god, go! Something to make the arm go up and down. I'm gonna freaking pass this dude the next chance I get. You know what? Next chance I get. Oh my god. How the heck do we get up to this thing? Oh, hang on. Right, do we go back this way? Ah! Now he's remembering. There's Wednesday stores. Ugh. You know what I feel like we need in this game? Hazard lights. And the AI actually responds to the hazard lights? Or we need in this, like in the next game or 2 games from now or something. We need hazard lights. That way the hazard lights indicate, okay, I'm gonna go slow. Okay, or I'm carrying something that's heavy, which is making me go slow. And, do not ram into the back of me. I wish they would do that, because I'd have them suckers on all the time. Because it seems like you're just driving down the road in one of these things, and I understand that, you know, you're not really supposed to, but I want to, and then I end up getting freaking T-boned. So, yeah, it's not really working out. Okay, clearly, yes, I'm right. This road up here. This thing, I think, just takes regular diesel. Although, it shouldn't take diesel, it should only take gas. Because see how there's no, like, def cap? Although there could be a def cap out here that I can't see. We'll check out if there's a def cap later. Whew. Like, see, one of those, like a joystick like that thing has. That'd be nice. But sadly there isn't anything like that. We'll probably do forestry at some point with some like old Massey Ferguson tractors and some different things, like some cutters and different things. So, oh my god, I've already put 0.1 engine hours on this thing. You get 30 engine hours or 24 days, or however many you pick, and I passed the entrance. I knew I was forgetting something. Why would that even happen? Why would that happen? Oh my god. Oh, hang on. It's just not letting me through, is it? Maybe there could have been a bush or something there. Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay, I was gonna say. You shall let me pass. Is that, that's a fuel thing, yeah, that's cool. Looks like an outside fuel filter. You don't see many of those anymore. What the heck? Literally the whole point of these things. There it is. I like how the front loader struggles to like hold this much manure. It's sad but funny. Okay, now I'm gonna dump this. Oh my god. Nope. Dang it. Well, that's gonna be a pain to fill. And the good thing is we don't have any animals. Okay, we need to get back plowing. Yeah, but like I was saying before, that game Jalopy, that was probably about half an hour ago I was talking about it. But, yeah, you take spare supplies and different things, and money, and you have to, like, stay in hotels and stuff, and then you can take, like, foreign goods across borders and sell it for, like, 30 times the amount of money. It was really fun and, like, exhilarating, because they were like, yeah, we're looking to do a border stop, and you're like, I don't have any cocaine. And they were like, yeah, cocaine's illegal. Like, do you have any? And you're like, no. What do you mean, do I have any? It's just like, it's stuff like that you're like, oh my god, I got something illegal. Like there was this one border crossing, and you weren't allowed to have, like, anything, like, medical. And, like, I had something medical, and they didn't find it, because they look in the car. Well, they don't really look in, they look at you, then they pop the back trunk. And if you don't have it in the back trunk, and you have it, like, in the car with you, which there's quite a few things you can stack in the car with you, they won't see it, and you can get it across. Or if you have it in, like, a box or something, then you can sneak it across. So it's really exhilarating. And I'd have to, like, I'd probably just use, like, Apple earbuds to use as, like, a microphone for a while till I actually get a real one. But yeah, those Apple earbuds will probably work. I mean, they work when I record videos. Which I realize I probably should do, like, another mobile game video or something. God, we've been doing this for an hour, but it doesn't even seem like we've been doing it for an hour. But on the time way, it has probably been like an hour and 11 minutes since we played, or since we started playing. Which means we started playing at 1:08. That doesn't even sound right remotely. So let me see if they've done any, like, development increases on Jalopy. Okay, it's $15. Oh yeah, by the way, you also have a chance for the car to break down, and you have to replace the parts and stuff. I've had that happen quite a few times. Have your car break in a place where you're hundreds of miles from, a city or something. Guess what? You're walking. Yeah, no, most of the time you end up just restarting the game. So, it's probably what I'd do. I'd be like, oh, broke a head gasket, restart. But truly though, like, if I was doing it for a YouTube purpose, I'd probably walk that couple hundred miles. But most of the time in between borders, you know, it's like 10, 15 miles. So you're not really out in the middle of nowhere for a while. And then there's, like, potholes in between some checkpoints. And if you hit, God forbid, you hit the pothole, because your engine will start smoking, because it's a jalopy, which is a beat up car that doesn't quite run right, correct? A decrepit car, old, damaged, barely functional state. Jalopy banger. Huh. I might live stream a bit of Skyrim after this, just so I can finish that one quest that we did with the vampires and stuff. I'd love to, like, get out of the thing, like, go out of the cave, and then pick up, like, Fendal or Lydia or someone, you know. That reminds me. Where is Lydia? She's probably sitting on that chair in Whiterun. Which I was supposed to go and check Breezewood home and stuff, but I didn't do that. And the reason I want to get all these fields plowed first and then seed is so that way I know that they're ready to be seeded, and I don't run into a spot where there isn't enough time to seed and plow an extra field, so one field's one day off. I'd rather have them all be planted on the second day than be a lost hope, which is probably what I'll do in next week's stream. But in between these streams, I'll have to finish plowing this field and then plowing field 14, which is kind of awkward to plow, but we'll get through it. And I really like this plow here. And after this, I'll probably go on YouTube and watch Jalopy and see if they've actually finished building the game yet. My assumption is they have. It's been 2 years since I played, so if they haven't finished it, there's clearly a problem in development. I'll check something out here. So it's funny because there's a YouTuber by the name of Gray Still Plays, and 3 days ago, hang on, 3 days ago, oh wait, no, that's a different person. Yet, well, 5 days ago, he uploaded a video of my summer car. So clearly, even though the game is like a year old, I think 3 months, 1 month, 9 months. Yeah, it's about a year old, I think. People are still playing it. It's a fun game, from what it looks like. But it's just getting past the initial stage of putting an engine together, and putting a car together, which isn't hard. I probably wouldn't need an instruction manual or a video to tell me how to assemble a car. You know, you just pick up a part and you're like, does it fit? Yep, okay, good. That means that part goes in. That's not how you assemble a car. It's how you assemble a car in a video game. But I feel like if there's one game we should play, it'd be Car Mechanic Simulator. The game was supposed to come out on the PlayStation. I don't know, did it ever... I like how that's like one of my favorited websites. I've been on here so many times making sure Farming Simulator 19 is on here, and it hasn't been, so... Hang on. Cancel that. $18 PS4. Okay, when is it released? Upcoming simulation games. Oh, that's nice. Okay, Car Mechanic Simulator for PlayStation 4 is out. Let me just like copy and paste it, that way I don't misspell it, because I have a tendency to like misspell words. Copy. And go there. Why do I screw around with this stuff while I'm streaming? I really shouldn't. Paste. Done. And there's nothing coming up. Brilliant. It came out over a year ago. I can't find it on the PlayStation Store website. I know I said I was gonna do an hour and a half, but you know what? I'll go on here at an hour 20 because clearly I can't even focus on the game I'm playing, and I'm only playing it once a week. Don't get bored. I'm gonna probably bust out screaming from Skyrim today, because I know how stressful the one quest is, and then I gotta walk. I actually have to walk for like 100 miles. It's no joke. You walk from like Solitude to this place called Volkahar Castle, and it's a pain to do that with this vampire that's like, you gonna take me home? And I'm like, no. You're a companion. Thank God I got past this one quest though, where it actually bugs out. And there was a YouTube series that never got uploaded that I did, and I'm gonna spoil it, and the quest I'm doing, there's a vampire, and it's like the daughter of this dude that lives in that castle Volkahar I was talking about, and she has this elder scroll and stuff, and it foretells a prophecy and different things, and I did a quest when she was my companion. I'd already returned her, I'd already finished the Dawnguard questline. And it's the one where you go through the little time warpy thing with the Elder Scroll. She also went to that other dimension, which I don't think any other NPC or things do. And she got stuck there. So I literally did the rest of the series without even being able to use another follower. Which is really depressing because I eventually added mods to have multiple followers. And it said before use or something with some of them, like, get rid of all your followers. But that was a problem because I couldn't. So, whatever from that story time. See you guys for now, and sometime later today probably, like around 8 or something, 8 or 9, I'll do another stream for Skyrim for like an hour or something.